The point with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in it. The Johnson penetrating. Feeds to Ingles. Shot number 5 on the shot clock. And the last year, a big part of that was...
Very good point. I mean, the Jazz did a great job of to attract me, just focusing their strength. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up.
It'd be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Thomas, here we go, and he gets it to go.
Team in the NBA had just around 90 possessions a game, so that's how they were able to control pace and grind out wins.
And one note about the Jazz guys and their pace, it was clear that they were at their best in a slowed down tempo. They have a very strong front court, and when you slow things down and let them get set up, it definitely works in their favor.
Now here's Johnson on the wing. Johnson. Baseline try. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Thomas goes in. No good off the front line.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Johnson. Picks it out to Johnson. Hits the three-point bomb.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Now here's Thomas. There's the screen. Sullinger the screen. Ingles with the rebound.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Johnson dishes to Gobert. Johnson attacking. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 8.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Thomas. Back to Sullinger. And Sullinger missing.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Johnson with it. Defended by Crowder. There's a screen. Lets it go from 11. And the Shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result. On the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Gobert with the puck. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Olenek is checked in for Jared Sullinger. Johnson against Thomas. There's the pass to Olenek. They need this one. And now here's Johnson.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. That's good. Thomas got 5 now. Jazz leading by 10. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. He stressed how important being smart with the ball is going to be for them today. It's an opponent that thrives on defense, steals in particular, and he doesn't want to see his guys get careless with the basketball. Guys?
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. You've got to have the strategy and the skill working together.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
They set the pick. Olenek sets a screen for Thomas. Beyond the arc. Olenek can't hit.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Boston making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bradley against Johnson. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Nice shot from the wing. Now Johnson. Dishes to Ingles. Three-pointer. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Ingles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years. And
almost like a soccer app.
A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
On the court for the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas out there with Smart. And there's Jerebko. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Turner in at the 3 slot.
Sixers were younger, still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
Offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Hood. Hangs in midair and can... Birds on the double clutch layup. Hood's got his first basket.
That's outstanding hang time improvisation right there.
Now a timeout called by Boston. An interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting 5 in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting 5 of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Joe Ingles is checked in for Rodney Hood, and it's Johnson in for Trey Burke. Johnson kicks to Ingles, down low, kicks it out to Johnson, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. That misses off the backboard.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Out of hand on it. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 4th assist. In this one.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And Isaiah Thomas traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston. Seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why
Sullinger's checked in for Boston. Here's Johnson. He's got 7. Over to the wing. They set the screen. 4 on the clock. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Thomas, no luck. Jazz leading by 18. Johnson attacking. It's deflected, and he recovers it. He dishes it to Gobert. Thomas with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Smart misses.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
The call will go against Urebka. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Gobert. Then for the Celtics, Johnson comes in for Urebka. And it's Avery Bradley in for Thomas.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And it's Turner off the drive. And Jared Sullinger, the bucket on the assist by Turner. Sullinger's got his first 2 points.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
The one-hand tomahawk for you, folks. That's automatic highlight reel material.
That got their entire bench right up and out of their chair.
And then, Kevin, how about the reaction from his teammates, not just on the bench. Look at the guys even in the game.
Johnson outside. For the key. Good on the jump shot. Johnson's got 9 points.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Celtics trail by 16. Smart dishes to Sullinger. Utah with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. It really is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Trevor Booker. Rodney Hood comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Burke in for Johnson. Hasn't been close. It's the Jazz up by 16. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They're leading by 16. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left.
Well, that's all for now, as it looks like the second half is just...
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the 3rd.
Just absolute domination in this one for Johnson. He's got 14 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
They've got Trevor Booker. Johnson is out there with Johnson. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just... Oh, can you believe that? Did we really just see that?
Oh, my gosh. They must have been practicing that move. They had to be.
A monster dunk served up cold.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And Injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
5 on the clock. Johnson, that's for 2. And Utah again with the bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof, only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high. And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him, and he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diao in the way he treats his body.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Withy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change from 17 feet out. And they get it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Some changes for Boston. Olenek, he's checked in for Sullinger. And it's Turner in for Avery Bradley. Here's Thomas. Rebound, Utah.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Burke with it. Now Thomas defending. Now the dish to Hood. It just before the shot clock expires. And the Jazz lead by 21. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Pass to Johnson. Johnson the screen. There's the feed to Thomas. Boston again missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Jazz ball.
Here's Wiles. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. The big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Inside. Here's Withy. Again, the Jazz score.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up in a break and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And you know, not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Here's Burke. Loses the defense. With the screen and drills the jumper. Burke's got his second basket of the night. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Crowder kicks to Turner. Rebound, Utah.
You know, looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Burke and Utah, another 3.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Austin with the ball. It's tipped and stolen by Booker. Johnson, the pass to Ingles, and Booker kicks to Johnson. Johnson outside. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. Celtics ball. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Turner, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Checking in for the Celtics, Jared Sullinger.
17 seconds left in the third. Now here's Smart, defended by Gobert. The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And you know what? We're watching exactly what the officials are seeing, Greg, from the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus. We've got the time right here, so they're making sure they got it right.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So it's the Celtics now. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jonas Jerebko out there with Young. And it's Sullinger in at the 5 down low.
just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the shot is good from Johnson. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Utah.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Great open look there.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. Outside Bradley. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Sullinger with the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Good. Can't get it to go.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And good on the basket. Book it. And that's now 10 points for Jared Sullinger.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Tries it from 19. Here's Wiles. Nato. And there's another one for the Jam.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
So both teams making some changes here.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
Here's your Repco, and that one is hammered home.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Johnson kicks to Gobert. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Johnson. 22 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Celtics making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Just 3 to shoot. Here's your Repco. The shot is off. Johnson with some nice D.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
They double-team Johnson. Pass to Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Now, Clark, that was just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember.
Come on.
Seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Kicks to lead. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. Johnson dishes to Gobert. Young against Johnson. Clock at 6. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Thrown down hard with both hands.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, man, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Yeah, you know, guys, he's never going to elevate that high, but he compensates and makes up for it with his height.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Johnson and Utah again with the bucket.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets, he's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence of the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Johnson attacking. The 3, and he gets it to go.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Johnson. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Jerebko, the pass to Zeller. It's Young on the wing. Banked in off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Johnson penetrating. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
What a dunk and what a move.
Yeah, terrific move, man. Did not hesitate to put the defender on his back and then put the hammer down.
"16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Zeller, a screen on Johnson. Shot's good by Turner.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.